Hi, thanks for joining me this week for our weekly Biofield Tuning, where we'll tune our energies to the sky clock energies so that we can work with those energies that the universe is giving us instead of resisting them and clear up our biofield, make it so we are happier and have better lives that way in working with instead of resisting. And this week is really big in star energies, including this Saturday, which is the Lionsgate portal on 8/8. And the energies this week, there's a lot of them. And in general, they're about releasing what keeps you stuck and learning to tell the difference between having security and that security actually being stagnation that keeps you stuck. So the moon moves through four distinct energies, signs this week, astrological signs. And so yesterday, the moon was in Pisces and into Aries. And this shift cut through lingering emotional fog, providing a direct action-oriented spark to initiate new steps. And then there's nothing specific today except the in between those energies and the next energies. So Tuesday and Wednesday, midweek, are focusing on physical comfort, financial awareness, stability, and slowing down to savor your results. And then later on, like Wednesday and Thursday, is the last quarter moon, and it prompts a necessary pulse of evaluation and release of what no longer works for you. And then all this time, the 6th, 7th, and 8th, then the moon moves into Gemini and brings a rush of different energies, curiosity, more lightheartedness, and continued release and clearing space before the eclipse then on the 12th, I believe it is. So what moonreading.com says is this week, a grounding last quarter moon in Taurus rises on August 6th, and it's asking you to open a hand you've been keeping closed for a very long time. There is something you're still holding on to, not because you want it anymore, but because letting go feels like losing. Taurus understands the fear better than any other sign. The clinging is never really about the thing itself. It's about the loss you imagine will follow if you release it. But here's what this moon wants you to see. Not everything you're holding is actually keeping you safe. Some of it's just keeping you stuck, giving you the illusion of stability while quietly blocking the growth your life is asking for. There's a difference between the security and stagnation. This week, you finally learn to tell them apart. And that's good. I wanted to show you, though, I put a picture of a raccoon. And this isn't a great picture. I couldn't find one. And so I had AI make one. And so it's not very realistic, but I grew up in the country. I still live in a rural place, and raccoons are in town, and they invade our gardens and tear up our sweet corn and our tomatoes. They're eating tomatoes right now because the corn is gone. And what the raccoon does is they'll reach in to try to get your bait, that if you're trying to trap them, or to get a piece of food or something that they really like. And then they can't get their hand back out of the trap because they won't let go of that prize, that food they got. And so this energy this week reminded me of that raccoon energy. And so let's look honestly this week about what you're holding onto and ask which category it falls into, if it's security or if it's stagnation. A lot of what we cling to is not the reality of the item, but the memory of how things used to be. Our grip is on a version of us that no longer exists. And the refusal to acknowledge this change keeps us tethered to something that's really already gone. So everything that you are able to release this week creates room for that something that the closed hand could never have grasped, could never, what your soul maybe could never have imagined. And the wisdom that trusts in the abundance of the universe knows that we are always, what we are giving away is always eventually replaced by something better suited to who we are becoming. So this last quarter moon in Taurus is not asking us to give up what we love or to embrace deprivation as a virtue, but it is asking you to open your hand just enough to let go of what is already finished, what's already done, so that both you, your hand, and your life have room to receive what is coming next. And again, that was moonreading.com, most of that. And I don't know about you, but I know I've been feeling for a couple weeks. It was like these energies are big, they're intense, and they're meant for our good, for our highest spiritual good in our spiritual evolution, in letting go of these old stories, these old patterns we have that hold us back. And I know I picked one that I was feeling specifically to focus on. And I think those energies later this week are going to be near constant. It's going to be big. And so the challenge then is to feel into if it's stagnation or if it's security, right? But also to acknowledge how you're feeling, to have gratitude for that part of your life or that person in your life or what you're learning and how you've grown past it, and do what you can to release it. Just speak that you're releasing it each time that it comes into your mind, that you're feeling those feelings or noticing that pattern or having that reaction to something and that resistance that you're feeling, and hold the intention of releasing and having gratitude for it. So many stars and wandering star movements are contributing to the energies this week, with the highlight on Saturday, the Lionsgate portal. And the portal's about setting bold intentions on what you want to manifest next. The major energetic highlight then is Saturday. It's a cosmic realignment involving the sun in Leo and the star Sirius, the brightest star in the sky at night, often called the spiritual sun, and the cosmic grid aligning with the earth. So the energy then will be high vibrational, about manifestation, spiritual awakening, and stepping into personal sovereignty or personal alignment with your soul. What you build or commit to this week has long-term traction. So make it count. Take use of these energies, and we'll do that in our tuning today to help us work with these energies to release what needs to be released, to get unstuck, to move forward and toward our vision, toward this alignment, toward what is happening now, where we're meant to be going, what's in for us next, what's being here for us next. And so I'll quit blabbing and we'll start tuning. This fork is the 432, and it's about healing and harmony, living in harmony with these energies around us, living in harmony with that inner alignment of our soul, of our spirit, what it wants, what it knows we need. And healing those old patterns, releasing them, healing our mind, or should say restoring our mind to the love and freedom and abundance mindset of God, of Source, that we are designed to have. Felt something really want to come up to release. And I just feel this is quite ancestral. Some of the, I always tune the energy of those who will ever watch it, including myself is in here. And I know my pattern. I thought, well, that I'm working on this week. I've been wondering, looking back in my life and figuring out, well, there was probably some trauma where it started, but more and more, I think it's ancestral. I think I carry it. And in some ways, I think it's very related to what many women feel as they get older. What my old pattern, which has been working on, and what I said was common for women is irritation at our husbands, right, or your partners. It just comes out of nowhere, and then I'm angry about something, and I had no intention of being angry. I don't know what caused it, but it's there, and I don't like that at all. It is not helpful for my life or for my marriage. I mean, if there is something that's going on that you need to speak your truth for, of course, we need to do that. We need to try to shift the things that we can in our physical reality. But like I said, I think this is ancestral in many of us, these patterns that we carry that are part of perhaps from world despair, from things that happened far distant in the past. But you may be dealing with a much different energy than this. And so I don't tune for my pattern in particular. We're tuning these patterns for releasing, for stepping out of the stagnation, for the curiosity, the gratitude, and the courage. We need to do so. And that's what these energies are for this week, to aim for manifesting those goals that we have, or what our heart is calling us to, and to draw closer to those by releasing what holds us back, releasing that inner resistance. And that's what this tuning is about every week, is about releasing resistance so that we can live in receiving and accepting, where we can change much easier, change the old patterns much easier, and have a much more beautiful life. So we worked on healing and harmony. Now we're working on calm. To be able to step back and take a look at what these old feelings, these old patterns really are. And to look calmly at if it's stagnation, or if it's something, these old patterns that are trying to keep us safe. can keep us stuck for a long, long time. And the energies in the universe every week are here for our spiritual growth. They're here for our manifesting this alignment with our mind and our spirit, so that we can listen to our spirit and choose to follow it and take steps for those actions to become reality, to those goals that we have to become reality. So as I tune, just tune into what you're feeling within your body and within your biofield, what you're feeling around you, the emotion that you're feeling in your body, if any. But most of the time there's an emotion that the forks will encounter and bring to the surface. And see what the old pattern is that you're struggling with at this time, what needs to be released. An old pattern that keeps you stagnant in your life instead of moving forward toward the life that you want. Part of what we're doing now with this fork, with this is the 222 hertz, is that brings calm, is to calm the communication between the hemispheres of your mind. When we're so often in the old fight or flight, the chronic low grade, where we're not in fear of our life, but yet our nervous system is highlighted, our nervous system is in action, and it's that fight or flight response at a very low grade level. And we get so used to it in our busy lives and with the different traumas we've had and with the ancestral patterns that we carry. And those that fight or flight never fully shuts off in our nervous system. It doesn't return to calm on its own anymore in many people. I know I was like that. And this is to bring that calm so that you can hear your spirit, so that you can hear the emotions that you're feeling, so that you can know if it's security or if it's just stagnancy that's keeping you stuck. And to take those steps forward. changing forks. We're going to release now. These forks are together form the Schumann resonance, which is very appropriate, very needed in Taurus energy, that groundedness, to help us ground into this release and letting go. To let this energies of the Taurus moon hold us, be our safety and security as we release what actually holds us stagnant. Something was shifting there. Remember to inhale through your nose and hold that when your lungs are full, to hold that a bit. And then exhale through your nose. Unless, of course, you have to yawn or you're feeling tenseness somewhere or emotion. Then exhale, making a noise to help the release. Just feel the need to thank the universe for all these energies. Thank our ancestors for even what we inherited that isn't helpful in our lives. So thank you for this, how they shaped our lives. Thank you that we have the opportunity now to clear it. Thank you for all we've learned and grown in having to learn how to handle and release these energies. Again, let's turn to ancestral patterns or energies that we may hold that are causing these patterns that are keeping us stuck. And if you feel yourself wiggling or a sudden jerk around or yawning, hiccuping, coughing, sneezing, those things are energy clearing in our bodies as we're releasing these patterns that keep us stuck, releasing the roadblocks and detours in our biofield that the old patterns have created. And just move how your body needs to move to release these. There we go. Just do some, it's a little more clearing here to pick up the pieces that are left behind from the forks that they cleared that are gathered in the biofield, and we'll just bring those through to your center, release them into your central channel. So you can use that energy again. Columning, creating a space for communication between your energy and that of the sky clock energies. And of you, your physical body and your spirit, your mind and your spirit. We'll go to the last fork here that I'll use. If you found this helpful in any way, please like and subscribe or share it with others. And we will now connect you with Source. From your solar plexus to the source of all light and power. So if you would hold an intention, this intention to release whatever it is that comes up this week for you. And I'll amplify your intention and zip up your energy from root to crown to protect you and connect your ascending flow with the joy of the angels and ancestors and the oneness. And again, we give thanks. I give thanks for you for being here. I give thanks to the angels and ancestors of the oneness, to Source, to ourselves, and to all the sky clock energies each week that help us grow and shift and restore our divine energy flow. So thanks for joining me. Join me again. I'll do it as the first of the month. On Wednesday, I'll have a podcast that will do an oracle reading to give you encouragement and insight for the month. So thanks for joining me. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.